A neighborhood on high alert after a teenager was shot while playing soccer in front of his home. Now the frantic search is on to take a dangerous man off our streets.
Then a hiker loses her life in a tragic accident at Red Rock Canyon. What a local community is now doing in her honor to finish work she started.
It's just kind of our reinvestment to give back to our guests, to give them that atmosphere and that environment that is second to none.
Sportsbooks around Las Vegas continue to battle out for your bets. What they're doing now to try to draw you in.
News 3 starts right now.
He don't even know why it even happened because he's not from nowhere and he's not a really trouble. You know, he doesn't cause any problems.
Well, the family of a teenager shot in front of his home while playing soccer with his friends are now looking for answers.
Witnesses say the gunman was in a car packed with gang members when he opened fire on a 16-year-old last night near Cary and Las Vegas Boulevard.
That victim is recovering at UMC tonight as police continue to search for the suspect. News 3's Antonio Castellan updates us on how that teen is doing tonight.
The 6-year-old is doing better. He just had surgery on his hand. He's expected to make a full recovery. The 6-year-old's family doesn't know why he was shot. They stress that he's not a part of any gangs.
A car had pulled over and just asked him where was he from.
Police say it's the question 3 gang members asked before they fired a barrage of bullets at 16-year-old Angel Mercado. It happened Monday night after 8 p.m. Mercado's Aunt Elvia Moreno tells us her nephew was playing soccer in the front yard of his home near Cary and Las Vegas Boulevard when a car pulled up.
We don't even know why it even happened because he's not from nowhere and he's not a really trouble. You know, he doesn't cause any problems.
Nico, the teen's uncle, heard the gunshots. He didn't want to show his face, fearing gang retaliation. Nico tells us the suspects fired, hitting his nephew in the hand and foot.
He moved. He reacted fast. He said he reacted fast, and that's why he ran.
Witnesses say the young men sped off in a silver compact car. The shooting happened in an area where many children play outside.
Just disappointing because it's not as safe now as it was before, so pretty scary. More because we have kids.
Mercado's family members stress the 16-year-old has no gang ties. They say Angel, who is a sophomore at Desert Pines High School, is an active athlete already planning for college. They say it's a miracle he's still alive.
God was with him. That's what I said. God was with him, and I'm glad he's okay.
There's not much of a description on the suspects. Police do say they are looking for 3 men. They were last seen driving in a silver compact car, possibly a Toyota Corolla. If anyone has any information, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555. Reporting outside UMC Hospital, Antonio Castellan, News 3.
Metro Police have arrested a man they believe is responsible for a shooting that left 3 people dead in December. Officers say they took 38-year-old Gerald Pointer into custody in connection with the murders off B Street and Jackson Avenue on December 8th. Family members of the victims were at the Metro press conference today to talk about their loved ones as they hope for closure.
It's a blessing, but it's still questions left unanswered that I don't think nobody can answer but God.
Today was like a relief. Like the person that did it was caught. So it was more of a relief to know that he's not still walking around the streets and it could potentially happen to somebody else.
Police say a project called D Street Strong was a big part in helping to find the alleged murderer. The program helps connect the community to keep issues like these from reoccurring.
The FBI is now offering a $10,000 reward to help catch the violent criminals who robbed the Rolex store at the Forum Shops. These are surveillance images taken of the 5 suspects. The FBI says they pistol whipped a security guard during the smash and grab robbery and made off with a number of expensive Rolex watches. Police say they got away in a gray Lexus RX 300 and a newer model Chevy Camaro. If you recognize them or see them, call Crime Stoppers 702-385-5555. Remember, you can submit a tip online or anonymously. We've put links and the phone number on our website, news3lv.com.
Friends and loved ones are remembering a woman who lost her life over the weekend in a tragic hiking accident.
Melanie Kushner and Sean Randalls were hiking Red Rock Canyon when they fell to their deaths down a 30-foot cliff. News 3's Fatima Ramatullah has more on what the colleagues of the two are doing in honor of Melanie.
Melanie was in charge of recruiting attorneys who worked pro bono. She touched many lives. In fact, those who work here say Melanie was like family.
So yeah, it was very shocking, very sad.
An avid hiker, Melanie Kushner, died doing what she loved most, hiking. With a group of 6, Saturday, Melanie was climbing a peak called Bridge Vista at Pine Creek Trail. She reached the peak but found trouble on the descent.
Anybody could walk in that area. It just was not steep at all.
Branch Whitney, Melanie's friend and fellow hiker, says Melanie was crossing a small 6-inch wide waterfall when all of a sudden she slipped.
She slid at least in the water 30 feet before the cliff.
During that time, her friend Sean Randalls tried to grab Melanie, but the momentum was just too much. They both fell roughly 50 feet to the ground to their deaths. Melanie worked as a pro bono project director. Her boss, Barbara Buckley.
It's so tragic. She, loved life, and she made such a difference here at Legal Aid.
Barbara describes Melanie as smart, dedicated, and inspiring.
She had a strong sense of both justice and compassion.
Helping thousands of people with her work. And even after her tragic death, she continues to inspire.
We get calls from lawyers in the legal community saying, I'd like to volunteer to take a case in Melanie's honor today. It brings tears to our eyes.
Legal Aid of Southern Nevada is planning a memorial in Melanie's honor Friday. For more information, go to our website, news3lv.com. We'll have the information for you there. Fatima Ramatullah, News 3.
Investigators are still working to find out what caused a deadly fire inside a Spring Valley apartment. One person was killed in the fire yesterday at an apartment on Spring Mountain near Buffalo. Residents say they heard what sounded like fireworks. Firefighters say those noises may have come from ammunition and an oxygen tank found inside the unit. One neighbor says it seemed like a lot of people thought it was part of a Memorial Day celebration, but when he looked out from his patio, he saw the smoke and flames. He was able to run and pull the fire alarm and went door to door telling everyone to get out.
I got everybody out on the first floor, went up to the second floor, got everybody out there, and then just yelled fire for the rest of the people down the way.
After crews put out the flames, they found a man, a dog, and 2 birds inside. It's unclear if the man found inside was the only person living in the home.
Now outside where the temps are beginning to really heat up across the valley.
And they're only going up from here. Here's your weather authority. Chloe Beardsley is here to give us a first look at the sizzling forecast.
That is absolutely right, you guys. The toasty trend will continue across the area. As you mentioned, clear skies outside. Phenomenal weather for tonight. Looking at temperatures around the region, this is a look at the currents. Now here's what we're expecting tomorrow. A lot more triple digits around the region, and it's going to be significantly warmer here in the valley as well. Right now we're seeing temperatures lingering from the low 90s in Summerlin to the upper 90s on the east side of town. So very warm weather does continue at this hour, even outside the valley. Still in the triple digits for Overton, 108 degrees for Death Valley, in the mid 90s for Pahrump. As we look at the satellite, high pressure will continue to build in, bringing us the dry weather and quite the warming trend with near record breaking temperatures on tap later on this week. Tomorrow we're going to wake up to temperatures in the 70s, racing to the upper 90s by noon. We are expecting to make it into the triple digits again tomorrow, and that warming trend looks like will last for quite a while. I'll have details on how hot it's going to get around here coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Chloe, thanks. Sportsbooks around town taking millions of dollars each year, and they really continue to compete with each other for your bets.
It is a big business for sure. Now, building the biggest, flashiest sports books is one of the fiercest battles being played out by casinos. News 3's Sergio Avila shows us how.
And it's really just taken off over the last couple of years.
Jay Cornegay runs the Westgate Superbook and has seen sports betting take off.
There's one part of the gaming world that's really escalating in popularity, and that's sports gambling.
Millions are at stake for a successful sports book to keep bettors coming in. The investment in a 220-foot wide video display has been noticed by bettors like Sonia Parker.
No matter where you sit in the whole casino, you can see the game so clear.
According to the UNLV Center for Gaming Research, last year casinos kept more than $11 million in sports bets. That number continues to grow year over year.
I just can't wait for it to be done.
Chuck Esposito is with Station Casinos. That company is also upgrading many of its sports books, trying to stay one step ahead of the competition.
It's just kind of our reinvestment to give back to our guests, to give them that atmosphere and that environment that is second to none.
The Cosmopolitan recently refurbished its sports book to cater to a more social crowd, bigger, better, and happy customers who come to enjoy the games.
The Wynn Resort is also upgrading its sports book, all in an attempt to garner your attention to hopefully the next time you're there, you drop a couple of bucks on the big game. Sergio Avila, News 3.
Sergio, thanks. A man is trapped in a horrible car wreck for 3 days along the side of a mountain.
We'll tell you who stumbled upon him and ultimately saved his life when seemingly all hope was lost.
Then a homeowner seeking justice after pranksters light fireworks on her front porch. She says things could have been a lot worse.